To be reviewing adding mixed numbers with unlike denominators. So here you see 2 3/4 plus 3 3/10. So remember, the first thing we need to do is we need to find the LCM of both numbers, of both 4 and 10. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite everything like so. I know that the least common multiple of 10 and 4 is 20, so I'm going to go ahead and put a 20 in the denominator. Now, what do I need to multiply to this 4 to get 20? Well, that's 5. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So now I can go ahead and multiply across. 3 times 5 is 15. And now I'm on this side. 10 times 2 is 20, and whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 3 times 2 is 6. Now we are ready to add. So this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky. Now remember, we need to make sure that we know that when we add, we might have a numerator that will be larger than the denominator. So we want to add our fractional parts first. 15 plus 6 is 21 over 20. And if you want on the side, we can always double check, right? 5 plus 6 is 11. Compose the 1. That's 21. And now we want to add our whole numbers. 2 plus 3 is 5. Now notice we have an improper fraction right here. So we can't have that. We can't have our numerator larger than our denominator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it apart. I'm going to keep my 5. 20 can go inside of 21 one whole time. And then 21 minus 20 is just 1. So now we're going to put everything together. 5 plus 1 is 6, and then 1/20. And this is our final answer. Let's try it again, but we're going to go a little bit slower this time. All right. Taking a look at 5 1/4 plus 1 1/3, we need to have a common denominator, which is going to be 12. So I'm going to go ahead and put 12. Remember to rewrite your whole numbers. Now 4 times what is 12? And that's 3. So I'm going to put a 3 here. Now, the rule is whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and put times 3 times 3. And now we're going to multiply across. 1 times 3 is 3. Now I need to think, what do I need to multiply to this 3 to get a 12? And that's 4. So times 4 times 4, because whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. 1 times 4 is 4. So now we're ready to add. The first thing you want to do is you want to add these smaller fractions. So 3 plus 4 is 7 over 12. 5 plus 1 is 6. Now this is where we need to figure out, can we simplify this? Well, I'm going to look at this number in the numerator. 7 is a prime number, so it's in its simplest form. It cannot get smaller than this. So this is our final answer. All right, 5th graders, if you need additional support, please feel free to contact us or rewatch both videos that are related to this chapter.